What is up, guys? Important video today. We've got 5 tips on displaying your collection like a pro. I don't care what you collect. You don't want your collection looking like a bad episode of Hoarders. So let's go through these 5 tips to display your collection like a pro. Tip number 1. This is numero uno. You need to invest in a display for your stuff. I could preach this all day, every day, would not become any less true. Go to IKEA. They have tons of options, from thin display cabinets, glass doors, no doors, big display cabinets. They have a crazy selection to choose from. It's typically my #1 recommendation. But even if you don't go there, you gotta invest some money. There's no point in having thousands of dollars invested into whatever it is you collect, only to say, yeah, we're gonna throw it on this $20 plastic Walmart shelf and see how that works. Let me tell you how it works. Not well. Not well. People are coming in and they're thinking, this stuff crawled out of the dumpster with Oscar the Grouch. It looks like trash. Tip number 2, keep your collection inside of the display. So many times collectors will invest in a really nice display cabinet and things are going good, and all of a sudden the collection gets a little big, and next thing you know, they're stacking stuff on top of the display cabinet, on the side, they're crowding the shit out of it. Don't do that. You gotta stay in the cabinet. I know it's hard. I break this rule a little bit myself, I understand. But if you can keep your collection inside of your display shelving, it looks so much better. And yes, that means as your collection grows, you're gonna have to grow that shelving with it, which is why you have to take some time and really think through how you're gonna do this. It gives it that museum vibe. And that actually takes me directly to tip number 3, which is do not overcrowd your display. Don't jam 500 things into each cubby. It never works. You gotta give your props or statues or whatever it is, you have to give them room to breathe. It's not gonna be easy. This is another one that takes work, and you really have to work at being minimal and allowing stuff to have room so it doesn't feel crowded and crazy. And that, unfortunately, segues into a painful tip number 4. And this one hurts. I get it. This one hurts a little. If you've got a big collection, I know you have pieces hiding in there you don't love. You start feeling like your display's getting crowded. It's probably time to thin out. And what that's gonna do is, obviously when you sell those other pieces, it's gonna free up some cash for you to reinvest. But more importantly, it's gonna make sure that the pieces you really wanna keep, the centerpieces, have room and can really be taken in. There's nothing worse than having like one of your grails surrounded by 15 other things that are just crowding your display. Offload them. Tip number 5, less painful, but pretty tricky. Very few displays are gonna work without a little bit of built-in lighting to really set them off. So in my cabinets back here, I have some IKEA lighting that's like a tungsten, kind of warm but neutral color. Whatever you choose, you gotta get the lighting right. Guys, I've seen you out there. I've seen you out there creeping with those cheap LED pucks stuck to the bottom or the top of your shelf. Don't do that. Those things are junk. You're not fooling anybody. We know about it. You gotta invest in real lighting. It's probably gotta be wired. Take the time. It makes a colossal difference. You can put that stuff on timers so that it comes on and turns off every day at the same time, and there's no mystery or weird switches and batteries flying around. Go with the good stuff. I strongly recommend going with a neutral color, be it daylight or tungsten. Now, I've seen some multicolored lighting setups that work sometimes, but I gotta be honest, most of the time people start doing that crazy multicolor LED insanity and it just ends up looking like a big pink purple piece of cyberpunk junk, and you can't see the detail in the statues because you're flooding them with all these neon colors. Again, I've seen guys pull it off. Most of the time it doesn't work so hot. My advice, stay neutral. Your guests will appreciate it. So guys, those are my 5 tips on how to display your collection like a pro. I am sure you guys have other ideas and tips out there. I'd love to hear them. Let me know how you guys display your collection and what tips you use to keep things looking right, tight, and sharp. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to talk soon. Later. Bye.